Hello there, good evening. Plenty more wintry hazards to come in the forecast for the next few days, including icy stretches overnight tonight. The air has turned a bit less cold than it was last night, so there'll be a mixture of snow, sleet and some rain, particularly to lower levels. And then on Thursday and Friday, our focus turns towards the southern half of the UK. Storm Goretti has been named by the French Met Service. That could bring us some heavy snowfall and some very strong gusty winds towards the south coast. This is the picture on Wednesday morning. Watch out for those icy stretches just about anywhere. More snowfall for northern and eastern areas of Scotland. Strong gusty winds, onshore winds towards North Sea facing coast. There could be some wintry showers here, but it's a fairly quiet day. Lots of dry weather with some wintry sunshine. Still feeling very cold, especially over the lying snow. But then we start to shift our focus out towards the southwest on Thursday. Here's our developing area of low pressure. Now this will be falling as rain towards the southern half of the UK, but across parts of Wales and across the Pennines, perhaps if it stretches that far northwards, then we could be seeing some snow. It's on the northwestern edge that we're expecting some of the heaviest snowfall. Gales developing throughout the day across the far southwest. And then as that system clears away on the back edge, we could see some heavy snowfall as much as 20 centimetres across parts of Wales and into parts of central and even southern eastern areas of England too. These are the current warnings. Keep up to date on the BBC Weather app. Hello there, let's take a brief look now at the weather for the week ahead, which is going to be full of more wintry hazards, including some very cold air still. In fact, it was the coldest night of the winter so far on Monday night into Tuesday. Temperatures dropped as low as -12.5 degrees Celsius in Marham in Norfolk, the lowest temperature recorded at this weather station since 2013. For the next few days then, expect more icy surfaces, but the air is now a little less cold. There'll be a mixture of snow, sleet, but also some rain, particularly to lower levels. And then on Thursday into Friday, our focus moves towards the southern half of the UK. Storm Goretti has been named by the French Met Service. We'll have more on that in just a moment. But this is the situation on Wednesday. Plenty of weather fronts around, area of low pressure rolling its way further eastwards. Now, with the skies clearing behind that series of weather fronts, then we're likely to see some icy surfaces. Everything will refreeze onto the roads and the pavements, so do take care. We're likely to see some strong gusty winds out towards North Sea facing coast as we head through the morning into the afternoon. A few wintry showers, some more snowfall for northern and eastern areas of Scotland, but not as heavy as it has been. There will be plenty of wintry sunshine out there too. It's a fairly quiet day of weather, milder for these western coasts, and for southwestern England and for Northern Ireland we'll see some outbreaks of showery rain by the time we get to the end of the day, perhaps a bit wintry over the higher ground. And then our focus turns out towards the southwest as this rain approaches. It's a colder night on Wednesday into Thursday across parts of Scotland, but a little milder further south, although over the snowfields, again, we're likely to see temperatures remain below freezing. So here's our deepening area of low pressure. It will undergo explosive cyclogenesis. That's in the forecast at the moment. So huge drop in pressure. Now towards the northern and western flank, then we are likely to see some snowfall throughout the day on Thursday across parts of Wales and possibly the Pennines later on through the afternoon. But a lot of this towards the south coast will be falling as rain, and winds will start to strengthen too, with gusts of up to 50 to 60 miles an hour, perhaps out towards the far southwest by the time we get to the end of the day. These will be the temperatures, again coldest towards the north and the east. Now there are already Met Office weather warnings issued for Storm Goretti, and these are for snow and for wind towards the far south and west, gusts of 50 to 70 miles an hour, 90 mile an hour gusts perhaps over the Channel Islands, but we could see as much as 20 centimetres of snowfall potentially across parts of Wales, central, southern England and even into parts of East Anglia by the time we get to Friday morning. Of course, the details on this are subject to quite a lot of change, but still some snowfall up through the Pennines into northern Scotland, perhaps through the day on Friday as that system begins to clear, and the air is still cold, so temperatures will still be in low to mid single figures. But that low pressure is rolled away by the time we get to Saturday. It's a quieter day on Saturday. Yes, it's still cold. There'll be some areas of mist and fog with lighter winds. Another system approaches from the Atlantic as we head through Sunday. And again, as that rain hits the cold air, we are likely to see some snow, perhaps on Sunday night, or perhaps a little earlier or later. So keep an eye on the forecast. You can do that on the BBC Weather app, but at the moment we expect it to turn milder, so a lot less cold, less hazardous as we head into next week. Bye for now.